Hi, I am Fenrir, Phil Garner Crawford. Not cool. I am going to elaborate for my internet friends and anyone else how to make a binding yourself for about like $7. Actually less, depending on where you go, because you know what? Bargain bins. Do it. So this is a complete one. I'm just gonna iterate some things. You want to measure from right under your armpit or so down to about where your whatchamacallit is. I'll remember that later. So let's get started. Okay, so you're going to need to fold it in half, but not really half, depending on your fabric. For instance, this one's a little extra long, so I'm going to use my old one to measure roughly half. You want to give yourself extra space because you have to do some hemming. Alright. So fold, fold, fold. Be easier if I iron this. Okay, so after ironing and everything, I have a kind of complex looking fold, but not really, it's just how I'm going to cut it. So it is indeed folded in half. Well, not folded at the length I want it, giving me lots of room for hemming. And I'm going to cut it. Okay, so I currently have something kind of too long. So trust me, it's too long. You don't want it to be too long. It's annoying and frustrating and it wraps around and it's just not cool. So, using my other binding, but I'll tell you how to measure. I'm going to measure how long I want it to be and make a little snippet here and there. Okay, the problems with too long of a binding. Wraps up around underneath the actual binding part. Okay, so this binding, wrap around, come together here. This extra stuff, bad. Yeah. How to measure how long you want to go around? It's just from that thing I can't remember the name of, right under your little thing of the rib cage. You wrap around and you mark that. Should be right about there, and give yourself some extra room. Because you're going to be fastening it with something. Cool. I will now cut this. Okay, so now what I like to do first is just sew down the open side, just so it's closed, in case you screw up later and things start falling apart. None of mine have ever fallen apart. I used to hand sew these. So, open side, sew. As soon as I remember how to use my mom's sewing machine. There we go. Okay. Okay. Cut. Swipe it. So, ta-da! Opens up. It's circle. Look, not open anymore. It's kind of rough, but we don't care. I'm just going to double check how much hem I have to. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. I'm going to crop some stuff. Okay, now it gets a little tricky. I have this much space. Ooh. What I'm going to do is fold it over and sew along this little itty piece. So then when I fold it over again, I will use this like that, folded, to sew along here. So it's a nice looking hem and shit. Except on that final sew, I'm not going to sew the back part. I'll sew it like this. Okay. And then it'll just be a circle the entire way around, like the old one. See that? That's nice. Just a little. Okay. Okay. So you can stop here. I just did the other hemming like this. La 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 la. It looks decent. It's not a pretty hem. It's just flat. If you open it up, it's not a full circle because this sticks out. Right there, you see. But that's okay because you iron it like this, and this is where the hem is the bottom. This is a lot of extra though. If you're experimenting with crap, that's okay. Otherwise, I would have folded it over some, like this, and done the fancy thing. Not as much extra. But I'm lazy, and I'm an asshole, so I'm going to stop here, and I'll do that thing with something else later, because I don't have time anymore. Okay, bye. Oh, good luck and shit. I'll tell you how to do stuff later.